skincare routine for the morning, and I'm going to show you guys the different products that I use. I wanted to film it in my bathroom, but the lighting is very yellow and not cute. So I'm just showing you guys the products afterwards for this glowy, beautiful skin. So for a cleanser, I use the Kylie Skin, and it looks kind of yellow right now. I'm not sure why, maybe just from traveling, but I use the Kylie Skin Cleanser. It's the foamy one, and I love it. And then I go in with Sidara Skincare. It's a vitamin C serum. What is it? Vitamin C serum and high, I don't know what that word is, but this is the serum that I use. So I just dry my face and I do a drop basically on like my forehead, under my eyes, nose, and chin, and rub it all in and put it on my neck. This stuff is so hydrating. I really feel like it's made my skin really glowy. So I freaking love this product. Then I use the Pearl Essence facial oil, and this one is a coconut rose one. I just get these at TJ Maxx because they're like $5. And I put this on the palm of my hands, and then I rub it together and I pat it on my face, because afterwards I'm going to use my jade roller like I showed you guys yesterday. So jade roll, and then I just put my hair, before all of that I put my hair in a bun with this cute little scrunchie, and then I like to put in these cat ears just to get the hair out of my face. So that is the whole situation. Happy Saturday, you guys. Welcome to day 2 of my May vlog challenge. So yesterday my video took a super long time to upload, so it went just a little bit past midnight when I finally uploaded it, but you know, whatever. So I guess we'll have kind of 2 uploads for May 2nd, but I'm still counting that one as May 1st. So, which was actually kind of fun. I was worried about this, like, oh my god, what am I going to talk about? What are all the videos going to be? Are people even going to be interested? And now I'm just like getting used to filming all of the things all day long. So it's going to be a great way to build that habit in my life. And I've already gotten some good comments on the last video, which is super, super exciting. I will pop in the description the link so you guys can watch the day 1 video, which is also fun to kind of document because we were launching Stardust Designs, which is just fun because I'll be able to go back like later years of my life and rewatch that. But yeah, so good morning, happy Saturday. I've just gotten my coffee. I've done my skincare routine for the day, just showed you guys the products that I'm using right now. I'm about to go into my morning ritual. I'm listening to a training on Facebook from my business coach, all about social media and mindset and all the things. And yeah, we're gonna go through our like actual part of the ritual. I already Palo Santo'd, which is step 1 of basically everything that I do. Now we're gonna journal. So this giant notebook, it says Purpose Fuels Passion. It's really pretty. I love these big notebooks because I like to write a lot. This one's actually almost filled. I started my journaling journey with morning pages. So morning pages is when you write 3 pages, 3 full journal pages every single morning without stopping, without like being distracted. It doesn't matter what you write. It could be about your dreams, your to-do list, your grocery list. Like it could be just a stream of consciousness. I used to write down my goals and like my next level identity and what I really wanted for my blog, because that's when I was launching my blog at the time. I would write down one thing that I learned from the Skinny Confidential, she's a blogger, Lauren, she talks about the Ivy League method for productivity. So that's having 7 priorities every single day. So for me, in my morning pages, I would do my morning pages, and at the very end, I would leave 7 lines open to do my Ivy League method. And so it would be, I would always do 3 for my personal life, or no, it was 3 for school, because that's when I was still in school, 3 for like business blog building, and 1 for personal life. And that was just a method that I made for myself, because when Lauren teaches this, it's just your top 7 priorities every single day. And for me, balancing my life, balancing all the areas of my life is really important. So I knew that I only needed 1 for the personal side of things, because I already do a lot of things for myself. For me, like non-negotiables are workouts, daily rituals, eating healthy. So I'm already doing a lot, and then I would have 1 form of like very intentional self-care. So that I would do like 3 for school, whether it be like class, this homework, this project, meet with this professor, meet with this group, whatever. And then it would be 3 for my blog, whether that's write a new blog post, take photos, edit photos, you know, schedule social media, look up SEO strategy, whatever I needed to do. And then 1 self-care thing, whether it was like an extra yoga session or a face mask or a bath or something like that. So that's what I used to do. I'm not like super strict about it anymore, but I still journal every single day, and that's what all of this was birthed from. Literally, like, my whole freaking business and life is birthed from starting with that journaling, which is absolutely crazy. But now I'm gonna dive into my journaling for the day. Lately, I've been feeling really called towards more of the light work. So in consciousness, there's like light work and there's shadow work. So shadow work is dealing with like your fears and your doubts and your worries, and light work is more of like the affirmations, the feel good things, the positive beliefs. And lately I've just been really into kind of stepping into next level identity, looking at my next level self. What are the belief systems that she has? What does she know to be true? What are some affirmations about her life? And I write them down every single day and get myself really, really wrapped up in that vision. So that's what I'm going to dive in to do. And then I'll probably get in my workouts for the day. I'm going to definitely go on a walk. What time is it? It's 11:20. Definitely go for a walk today. And then I have 3 of the Bailey Brown workouts planned today, because they're all just 5 minutes, the ones on her YouTube. So I just like to stack a couple of them. And man, I'm so sore from doing those. So we're going to get in 3 of those, a good walk, and we'll see where the day takes us. Things happened. I literally, after I finished recording, I sat down to do my journaling like I talked about, and I got a call from my banker about some house stuff that I will update you guys on in a bit, but I'm really hungry. So anyways, that happened, and then I journaled, and then I decided I wanted to go on a walk just to clear my head. So we went on a walk, took Zara with us, and then came back and was super hungry. So we went to Whole Foods. I got sushi, and I got a coffee and a smart water, all of the things. So we're gonna do that. Then I'll update you guys on the call stuff of what's going on. I also lost a nail. Yeah, that's all that's happening. So we have our Bailey Brown workouts ready to go. We're gonna be doing this one. Oh, I don't know where it went. It's like a booty workout, but I moved my chair, and this is where I like to just roll out my yoga mat. You can do it right in front of my altar and meditation corner. Got a little elephant right there. So just do it right here, and I will set my phone somewhere. Hey, you watch me work out? How's the view? Hi, so I just finished my workout and I'm like getting ready for the day. It's almost 3 p.m. but I'm just gonna put on makeup anyways because I'm gonna be getting some work done. Like, I need to do some computer business stuff, and I just prefer to do it when I have my face all ready and I feel really on. We're gonna go make a coffee and a wine glass after this, but I thought I would just come on here and show you how I do my eyeshadow and we can chat at the same time. So this palette's super dirty right now, but I have the Kylie palette. Which one is this? I have no idea. It's the only Kylie palette I have. It's the Ulta one. Okay, that might help. And this is the eyeshadow I do every single day, so it's just really, really simple. I have this fluffy brush, and it's from I can't even tell what brand this is. Some type of fluffy fucking blend brush. So I take the color Rose, and I would show you, but I'm kind of scared all these are gonna fly out. I'm not a beauty guru, so we're taking the color Rose, which is this. I'm like looking in the viewfinder so I can know what I'm pointing at. It's this one at the bottom. So we're gonna take that and I put it all over my eye as like a base color, so then everything matches and blends based off that. Obviously I already did my eyebrows. I use this like dip brow situation, but it's not the actual dip brow from like Sephora. It's what brand is it? So I'm not good at the beauty thing. It's like a dip brow knockoff from Target. That's where we're at right now. Okay, so we just blended that all over our eyes, and then I take the color Payback's a Bitch, which is in the top right corner, and I do like 2 dabs of that, and I'm just blending this on the outer corner to build the depth in the eye. Sorry, James Charles who? Okay, I love James Charles. So I do that obviously on both sides of my eye. This will be funny to edit. Michaela turns to a beauty guru. I think I've done one YouTube video where it was like a get ready with me in one of the houses that I lived in my senior year of high school. And it actually had a lot of views. I was surprised. I was like, wow, people want to know what I put on my face. Interesting. And it's funny that I'm doing this 30-day May challenge because a lot of you will come from my Instagram or like Facebook or something. And you'll see that I have so many old videos. When I was a freshman in college, I wanted to be a YouTuber. I was still gonna go to school and get my degree, but I wanted to do YouTube full time. And so I was doing it really consistently, and I would rent a computer from my university, and that's how I would edit because I didn't even have a laptop at the time. I just made it work. And then I went home over the summer and didn't have a computer and kind of stopped and lost my momentum. And then I decided I wanted to blog instead, and it all evolved, and now I own 2 businesses and I'm now doing YouTube, and I have a podcast and all of that. So, okay, next we're taking the color Almond, and you're just gonna take like one little dabble because it's kind of an intense dark color. And again, we're just gonna do that on the outside of the eye. You can see that we're getting a little smokier, a little bit smokier on the outside. One little dabble. I think I just did 2 and I said 1, but it's fine. Outside there. Boom. Okay. Then for just like our actual eyelid, we're gonna take the color Martini Mama, and I like to take my ring finger and just swirl it around and put it on this way. I find that honestly doing it with your finger makes it the most sparkly. I don't know why. It's just my theory. You can also use an eyeshadow brush. Another reason why I'm doing it with my finger, I do think it makes it sparklier, but I left all my other brushes in the bathroom. So this is what we have to work with. Cool. Pat, pat, pat. Rubber in. And then I just like to take my fluffy brush just without any other eyeshadows and just blend the crease, because when you put that color on your lid, it's just going to be like lid, and it looks like you're cut creasing, and we're really just like making like a casual eyeshadow situation. So I just blend her all over. I like to clear it up on the edges, and like with this line from the edge of your eyebrow in the corner of your eye, I like to just clean that up. I know I'm looking in the viewfinder a lot and it's probably super annoying, but it is what it is. That's the saying for today. And that's literally it. Then I'll put on mascara, then I'll put on some CC cream, and we'll be good to freaking go. And then we're gonna make a coffee and see what we get into next. So I hope you enjoyed my eyeshadow routine. Okay, so I finished my face, and I thought in true beauty guru fashion, I should show you the rest of the products I'm using. So the fake dip brow that I was telling you about, it's by the brand Milani. Looks like this. I just get it at Target. I get the shade 03. It's like light brown, and that's what I use for my eyebrows. I used the Lash Sensational mascara from Maybelline. I did 2 coats of that, and I do have like naturally like very long eyelashes, so I'm blessed with that. All of my eyelash extensions fell off because everybody's closed and I can't get them filled. And then I use the IT Cosmetics CC cream. It's the freaking best. It's so lightweight, and I use just the tiniest bit, and I got mine's in the color Tan. I have the Canadian one because I got it in Canada forever ago, and I'm still using it. That's how long it stays good. Mine is color correcting, full coverage cream, and anti-aging. I don't know if there's like specific types, but I usually go for something matte. So if there's a matte one, this is probably it. And then for bronzer, I use the Maybelline City Bronzer. So I'm using a lot of like Target products right now, which is great and affordable. And yeah, this is literally my everyday look, so. So we're gonna have a little bed chat to finish up the vlog for today, since I've showed you and talked to you guys about so many things, from journaling to skincare to getting ready with me. And I told you that I was going to tell you about the conversation I had with my banker. So we're all snug in bed. I'm wearing my robe. We're gonna dig into this little story. So I'm getting a house in LA, and if you are coming from Instagram or Facebook, you probably already know that. I'm getting a house and I'm renting in West Hollywood. I'm so excited. I've seen the house, I've toured the house. I've almost cried in the house. It's beautiful, it's perfect, it's everything I could have ever wanted. But because I'm self-employed and young, the paperwork's a little bit more complicated. I don't have as much credit, so a lot of times I have to pay for things up front. Like I have a Tesla and I had to pay for half my lease up front for that, and with the house they want me to pay the deposit and several months of rent up front, just so they know for sure they're getting paid and whatever, all of the things. So I didn't have all of that cash in my savings for the deposit and several months of rent because it's not a cheap house. And what I was going to do was get a loan from the bank. So I was like, okay, I'll get a loan from the bank. I'll pay it off in the same amount of months that I was going to be paying that rent anyways, because it's literally the exact same as me paying that monthly rent, and it'll be good to go. I'll build my credit from it. I'll have the cash in hand ready to go. Well, everything has just been really complicated with the loan side of things. I went to my bank. I couldn't get a personal loan because I was paying myself. So I'm self-employed. So I was paying myself from like my payment processor into my bank account. And basically because I was doing that and my business wasn't registered with the state yet, it looked like I had no income. So then the bank was like, you need to get it, like get your company incorporated so it looks like you have a business that pays you. So then I had to get my business registered as an LLC, which is fine. I was gonna do that anyways when I got home. And then I had to file my taxes because the bank needed that, and I needed to file my taxes anyways. And then I had to do some paperwork with the IRS. I had to create that operating agreement that I showed you guys yesterday, meeting minutes, which I showed you yesterday, like all of this paperwork. Submitted it all yesterday, finally. It was like the last bit were those 2 documents I put in yesterday's vlog that I showed you guys like the snippet of, and everything was supposed to be good to go to get the loan application going. And my banker seemed really confident about it, like we were gonna be able to get a business loan, it'd be super easy once all the paperwork was in. Well, she called me today and said that just yesterday the bank has temporarily suspended all loans because of COVID. And we were on the phone today, and afterwards, that's when I vlogged that things have happened. I literally just sat down to do my journaling, and she had called me before I could even put pen to paper after I'd done the vlog clip before. And part of me wanted to be frustrated because it was like, I need that money to pay the deposit for my house. Like, I'm so anxious to move. I want to move so badly. We have to be out of this apartment May 22nd, and like, I need things to like hurry up and come through. So part of me wanted to be really frustrated because that was supposed to be like the easiest thing, the easiest way to get cash right away to give to the landlords without having to put like a ton of pressure on myself to come up with all that money through my business. And it's like, because I want business to run as usual and the house thing to run on its own as usual, and everything just always falls into place, which it does. So part of me wanted to be frustrated, but also when she told me that they weren't doing the loans, I felt nothing. Like, which is so weird. I felt nothing. I didn't feel sad. I didn't feel mad. I didn't feel scared. I just felt neutral. And it's because I had started to tell people the process was taking so long with the bank and needed so much paperwork. I literally told several people, I was like, I just want to say fuck the bank and do it all on my own. And then that's exactly what I manifested, that I am going to have to like come up with all the money on my own and figure it out another way, because now I literally can't get it from the bank, which is such an interesting lesson because I always get what I want. It's a rule I have for my life. I always get what I want. So this means when I say things like that, that always happens. When I say I don't want to go through the bank, I want to figure it out on my own, the universe gives that to me. Every time. It doesn't matter if it's a positive thing or a negative thing, the universe just hears the thing that you want and makes it happen. The interesting thing about this manifestation life, because the way I live my life, I move with manifestation. It's not a thing I turn on and turn off. I'm intentionally using it every single moment of every single day. The thing is about this life is like, you have to take dramatic acceptance of all of the things. Like, you really have to accept the part that you played. So that's why when she said that they weren't taking loans anymore, I instantly knew. I was like, fuck, I did this to myself. And it was like, I couldn't be sad about it. Like, I literally played an active role in creating this by saying I wanted to do it on my own. Even if it was a joking thing or something I said out of frustration at one point, I still played a role in this, so I take responsibility for that. That's what I was looking for, massive responsibility. And so now I get to take the responsibility and say, okay, what is ideal in this situation? Okay, it's ideal that, first of all, we're in COVID, so nobody's looking at houses, so I know nobody's looking at the house. Okay, great. Also, I've already been accepted for the house. It's just that we have to finish all of the paperwork and the payment, and then it's all done. And like, all they need to do is take the furniture out, and then we can move in, and everything is lined up to fall into place. So of course the money for the deposit has to fall into place as well. And this is just a really good example of how I use manifestation in my own mindset work in my life on the day-to-day, outside of business things and outside of teachings. It's like actually applying it to my life. Like, I'm manifesting this beautiful house that's so perfect for me and so perfect in every single way. I can have that. I'm allowed to have that. I deserve to have that. And I am willing to do what it takes to make that happen. So it's like when there's a minor inconvenience or things are going wrong, or for me, I've had to jump through so many loopholes for this, I'm still gonna push through to the end. I'm still gonna figure it out. I'm gonna take responsibility for my part in not getting the loan, but I'm also gonna take my responsibility and do my part to make the funds happen. So that's where we're at with that. So that happened today, and I really just needed to take a walk and eat some sushi and spend some time with my thoughts to really think things through. And I realized, like, I'm not upset. It's almost laughable to me because one, I literally created that outcome, and two, now the only option is magic. And it was the same thing when I got my Tesla. I had to come up with 10 grand in 1 week, and I did it with such ease. I never worried about it once. And that's how I feel about the house. I'm like, oh, this is the Tesla thing all over again. No big deal. So now all that can come through is some fucking magic, and I'm super excited about it. And we're doing this vlog thing all of May, so you guys get to watch the process with me, which is the craziest freaking part, is all of it's gonna be on camera essentially, or you'll be getting verbal updates from me about how it's all unfolding. Crazy, right? Let's grab our coffee that we made together. So freaking nuts. So that's where I'm at. And I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. It's already pretty long. I started editing the clips. Lots of talky things. They talk to you guys about all the things today. Also, I just have to do some boring computer work after this that nobody really wants to see, and the B-roll wouldn't be that interesting anyways. So, but yeah. So that is officially day 2 of the 31 days of my May vlogging. Wow, I feel like it's gonna go by really, really fast, and we're gonna be like, whoa, what the fuck? And after the 31 days, I don't even know what I want my like schedule to be for YouTube. I don't know if it's gonna be twice a week, 3 times a week, once a week, every fucking day. Who knows? Honestly, like, the way I live my life, this is a whole other rant, but we'll go into it a little bit. And at the beginning of 2020, I decided that I'm only ever gonna do anything based off of my intuition, that I only ever follow what I feel guided to. So the second I felt guided to do a challenge for 30 days on YouTube, I was like, I gotta do it. I always have to follow my intuition. And so with this YouTube thing, there's no specific outcome. I'm not trying to get a certain amount of subscribers. I'm not trying to get a certain amount of views. Like, I'm just showing up and doing it because I intuitively felt guided to do it. And I've known for so long that I want to be consistent on YouTube, and I want that to be a part of my job and be a part of my life, and I just wasn't following through with it. So I knew a challenge would be the best way to get that implemented. And also, it kind of scared me. The idea of filming every single thing for an entire month scared me. This is a huge look into my life and what's happening every day, and I have to like open up with you guys and show you all of the things and tell you all of the things that's going on, because it's like, I can't really just go through the day and like leave out huge chunks of what's happening. So it forces me to be vulnerable on the next level, like telling you guys about all this big stuff, which I'm not worried about or sad about. I'm just telling you what's going on. But I have 2 rules for 2020. 1, follow your intuition. 2, if it scares you, you have to do it. So I knew I had to do this. But moral of the story is, like, I don't really have a specific outcome I want from this. I just am doing it for me to show that I can follow through with something and build the habit for YouTube. So we'll see what it's like after all of this. But I think I'm liking this. I hope you guys are liking it too. Alrighty, let's get this show on the road. Okay, I'm gonna go do my boring computer work, business things. I'm gonna continue listening to the training I've been listening to on and off all day from my business coach, and I will see all of you tomorrow, of course. Bye.